Hey there guys, so as I said in the last video, I was going to do another video on salt, sodium and your sweat, okay? So, let's see how good this goes. I've got fucking bare notes on this shit. So, as I mentioned before, we are told to cut down the amount of sodium that we have, right, in our diet, which normally sounds like, yeah, that's the right thing to do, you know, because end of the day, we all know the right things to be doing. We know that, you should be kind of eating more vegetables, more fruit. So when someone says that to you or regurgitates that information, you're kind of like, yeah, okay, I know that. Yeah, okay. Now, again, down to what people have been saying over the amount of years and what media has been saying is regarding sodium and how high levels of it can give you the high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, kidney disease, etc., etc. However, these are sedentary individuals, people who don't train frequently, people who are not interested in lifting weights or sweating excessively or doing cardio or running marathons, all this kind of stuff. This video that I'm making right now is more aimed to people who exercise frequently, because at the end of the day, why the hell would a sedentary person be watching my motherfucking YouTube channel? Anyway, so I get a lot of flack when I'm out eating because I add salt and sodium into every meal that I have. Now, I talked about the benefits of sodium in the previous video regarding the increase in blood flow, the increase in thirst, so allowing you to drink more water. I made another video regarding the importance of hydration. I talked about sodium being able to be kind of a co-transporter of nutrients through to the muscle cells, all that kind of good stuff. Again, sodium is a mineral, right? And it is quite vital for bodily functions, right? Now, another thing is sweating. When you sweat, right? When you sweat, you're actually taking sodium, which is an electrolyte, out on its way through its pores. Now, let me talk to you about these electrolytes, right? So let me bring up this. Ah, damn it, I got that wrong. Bring up these. So, salt or sodium is an electrolyte, right? Which puts it in the same group as the potassium, magnesium, calcium, and phosphate, right? Now, excuse me. Electrolytes create electronically charged ions when dissolved in the body's fluids. Excuse me. Hence the word electrolyte, okay? And a big job for sodium and potassium is maintaining the right balance of fluids inside and outside of your cells. In other words, they help to make sure your cells don't shrivel up like a raisin or blow up like balloons. Electrolytes have a few other jobs as well, like maintaining the proper pH of your blood. But an important thing to note, this is coming on to what I was talking about with the sweating, is that when we perspire, sweat, it takes electrolytes with it on its way out of your pores. Now, how much can you lose can vary, but genuinely speaking, you can lose between half a liter to 4 liters of sweat per hour during a workout. And a liter of sweat has, now these are the numbers, they're rough, right? So it's a guideline, don't be quoting me on this shit. A liter of sweat has roughly 900, I'll repeat that, 900 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 15 milligrams of calcium, and 13 milligrams of magnesium. So in short, you lose way more sodium when you sweat than any other electrolyte. Now, if you're sweating it out, and as I mentioned, you're getting someone who's drinking more water and maybe flushing out more electrolytes and all that, you need to replenish it. So it's safe to say that you need to replenish the sodium that you're losing, especially to make matters a bit more worse if you have an athlete who sweats a lot. So maybe an athlete sweats even more. I have a client who sweats like a motherfucker 10 minutes into my workout and he's drenched. That guy is going to need more sodium than maybe me, who don't really sweat that much, but I still sweat. Makes sense? So sodium would be the one that you'd kind of have to focus on, because now if your diet is on point, you know, you're focused on the micronutrients, you're focused on the macronutrients, right? You're eating, you know, your fruits, your vegetables, your whole foods. You probably don't have to worry about the other electrolytes. You know, you don't have to worry about your potassium, your calcium, and your magnesium. However, if your sodium levels are low and you're losing the 900 milligrams of sodium in the liter of sweat, and that's continuously happening, well, then you're going to be deficient in sodium, which is not going to be great for your overall health and your performance in the gym. So that is regarding the sweat. Okay? So you're losing sodium in your sweat. You need to replenish it. So when I drink a lot of water, I pee out a lot, so I'm losing electrolytes that way. But you right? I'm doing cardio, I'm sweating. I do sweat a lot, but not as much as I said, this client that I talk about. So again, I'm drinking at least a gallon of water. I'm sweating like a motherfucker, right? I need to replenish my sodium. So that's why I add sodium onto my meals, right? Now another thing is, I'm gonna I'll make a short video on that alone. This is mainly gonna be excuse me, this is mainly gonna be about salt and sweat and this link. Okay, so there we go, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for the support. I'm trying to give you some more informative videos, give you some great content, and as always, train hard, keep it live, and get that dirty pump.